Oh, okay. I heard headset, and then it cut out again. Hello? Oh, I heard something. I can hear this. I can hear whatever you're doing right now. Hello? Oh, okay, I just heard you. Okay, that's gotta stop. But put your headset back on. The other headset is much better. I mean, worse. I mean, do not switch headsets. Why does she sound like that? That voice is crazy. Oh, it's her. Her voice be echoing. Where are we, bro? We're in a greenhouse. This shit's echoing. Alright, we're about to get high. Chris, we're about to get high in Genshin. Yep, my character just got high in Genshin. Whose voice is that? I recognize it. That's Scaramouche. Mother? This guy's Scaramouche's emo. Scaramouche's A-mark. Well, this guy's evil. He's devious, Chris. This guy. Wow. Look at this facial expression, Chris. Oh my god, this shit is so funny every time. Hello, Chris. What? Yeah, I don't know why you try to switch anyway. Your old one was much worse than the one you have right now. Yeah, go back to the new one. No, go back to the new one. Go back to the new one. What do you mean it has to charge? Plug it in. You can charge it while you're using it, Chris. I do it all the time. Both my headsets are wireless. Chris, you're ugly and cute at the same time. Alright, let's get it. I don't know what we're doing. Let's get it though. She is chopping. Oh, hold up. Feel like I might have to do some gameplay here. Maybe lean up, sit up on my feet. Oh damn, she's getting jumped. My character has super speed though, so it's okay. Oh! Okay, she got stabbed in the back, literally. She literally got a pickaxe stabbed through her body, Chris. Chris, how you doing, bro? What the fuck? That thing is a demon timing. Look at this guy Scaramouche, bro. This is such a menace. The fuck? Yeah, I told you we were high, Chris. Damn, she's cracked for that. I didn't know the puppet. I thought he was actually in Catherine's body. I was like, damn, they body Catherine like that. That's uncool. That's not good. Ah, Chris. You're such a buffoon. Alright, let's go to the desert, Chris. On God. Hmm? Chris, you ready to go to the desert with me? Holy shit. Is that a no? I'll take that as a no. Not gonna happen? Why not? This was definitely not here before. Not even any hiding it. They're not even attempting to hide it. That shit was not there before. This was like blocked off before. This huge ass area was not here before. Look where what's her name lives? The baddest girl in the game? Me? Shut up! Then, if you're not talking to me, don't talk to me at all. Don't talk at all. If you're not talking to me, don't talk at all. I can't hear you. I literally can't. You're super quiet. See on stream how quiet you are. Alright, for two guys here to help us. Oh no, he's in. The guy Dante said Jiminy Criminy. Never heard that one before. There's a little Scorpio down there, Chris. Because I'm gonna kill a little Scorpio. I killed a little Scorpio, Chris. Okay, give me lots of raw meat. I love raw meat. You like me? Chris, I wanna do something. You're probably not gonna want to do this. I want to do it really bad though for some reason, and you're gonna be very confused on why. I really want you to do this with me. Are you ready? Chris? Are you ready? I want to download Vanguard. I know you're going to say that, but I want to download Vanguard. I want you to download it with me. Bro, I want to play Vanguard with you, my friend Christian. I feel like we're hitting on it too much. I know, but like, I feel like we're hitting on it too much. I feel like it's better than we think it is. Look at this guy Cyno, bro. This is the new character I got. He's fighting the new character I got. This guy with a spear, going crazy with the weird hoodie thing on. He's going crazy right now. Deep ass voice. What, Chris? Yes, sir, Dea. Dea is the baddest girl in the game. Dia, sorry. Look at her, Chris. You see her, Chris? Just making that clear that she was seen by your eyes. Because if they weren't seen, she wasn't seen by your eyes, you would be unhappy. Oops, sandstorm. Look who it is. Because her name is Candace. Do you know Candace? Okay, Candace is right here. I just realized I didn't get Candace. I opened a bunch of those things and I didn't get Candace a single time. I got the 5-star before I got the 4-star, the new 4-star. I don't really care, but... Okay, what did I just hear? What does that mean, Paimon? What does it mean to... Does it mean to play sardines? She said, do you want to play sardines, Chris? Candace is bad. Thought she got 2 different color eyes. It really carries her. Oh, he's in the wildlands for turning his back to him. He literally just tried to kill you. Watercress. Okay. How would you rather? Would you rather play Modern Warfare or eat dirt? Would you rather play Modern Warfare or eat wood? Okay, yes it is. Take a piece of bark off the tree and eat it. You can digest it. Why don't you digest it? Just chew it up really good. Chris, download Vanguard. Huh? What are you doing? What? Why not? I want to play it, Chris. Play it with me. Jeff convinced me to play it. I was watching a video and he was like talking about how fast paced that game was. And I was like, you're right, that game is very fast paced. I want to play a fast paced Call of Duty. And I was like, alright, I'm gonna download it. Do you not want to play a fast paced Call of Duty, Chris? You don't. Okay. Download Vanguard. What did you just do? The jet engine went off. Yes, you asked the most obvious questions, Chris. It's really silly, to be honest. Put it on me, Chris. Put it on me. Burn. Yes. Anime House 6 came out? That shit's an hour long. Yeah? From RDC? I'm about to watch this YouTube video. Where is this guy at? Okay, I just need to look up I Want to Lose. This guy, I Want to Lose is such a funny guy. The guy who made the video, that one video you watched, it was ridiculous. Hold on, I'm about to click on his channel because the title was outrageous. I want to find it, bro. It was actually hilarious when you read it out loud. Oh yeah, top 5 hipster and off-meta teams in Genshin. He said top 5 hipster. That shit was so funny. But he makes the best informative Genshin content out.
One of the first to be teasered characters, Cyno, has finally arrived in patch 3.1. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at how good a free-to-play friendly 4-star craftable weapon, the Moon Piercer.
He said, Cyno is alright.
Thundering Fury
it's in the title.
Showcase, and then a Hyper Bloom Cyno showcase after that.
How did he level 90 him that fast, bro? He's farming. He farms better than anybody ever. I don't know how he does it so efficiently.
Make this the video that you actually smash that subscribe button because there will be a lot more Cyno content coming soon. Anyway, before we get started with the showcase, let's familiarize ourselves with my Cyno's build. His stats are a bit lopsided with much more crit damage than crit rate, and this is largely thanks to his crit damage ascension stat. But really quick, it's time to pay some bills, and today's sponsor is the Ridge Wallet. Ridge is a brand new episode I went away ultimate base video at Refinement 5 on my Cyno. But wait, before you go crafting your own Moon Piercer, there are many other free-to-play friendly weapons that are better than this one for Cyno. For a full guide on his weapon options, do be sure to check out my upcoming Cyno guide video. Anyway, for his artifacts, he is using the 4-piece Thundering Fury with an Elemental Mastery timepiece. He is at Constellation 0 throughout this entire video, and his talents are at 1, 9, and 9. With all that out of the way, we can finally start the showcase by beating up on our favorite volunteer, the Cryo Regisvine. Let's see how strong his basic attacks, Invoker's Spear, are.
Oh my goodness. That's some big damage right there, Chris.
One basic attack talent, his physical, normal, and charge attacks are doing a pitiful amount of damage. The reason why I left his basic attacks at level 1 is
do your best impression of that guy, Chris.
Inconsequential to the rest of his kit, which is the perfect.
Chris, do your best impression of that guy.
Elemental skill. Secret Right, Hasmic Soulfare. Cyno's elemental skill has 3 variants. With the first vanilla variant,
he didn't even say the right words, so that was a horrible impression.
It has a longish 7.5 second cooldown, and from my observation, skill outside of his burst. It has a longish 7.5 variant is when you just use his elemental skill outside of his burst.
Oh my goodness. I can't take it anymore. Eating a burger with no honey mustard. 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 That's my best impression of him, Chris.
Only doing 6,030 damage on crit and a paltry 2,123 damage on not crit. Anyway, we'll be circling back to his elemental skill after we start talking about
oh my goodness. I can't take it Okay, that was a very good impression. I heard my echo. That sounded correct.
Cyno
Oh my goodness.
Mask, and now
I
his
can't
basic
take
attacks
it
are
anymore.
Electro. During his burst, his normal attacks use the multipliers specified by his elemental burst, so you need to level up his elemental burst, not his basic attack talents. Anyway,
My I can't take it anymore is very good.
String, which is fast and feels somewhat powerful. His basic attacks are also enhanced by his passive, Authority over the 9 bows, which adds 150% of his elemental mastery as flat damage to each of his basic attacks. Unfortunately, his charge attack during his burst is slow and doesn't appear to hit very hard, but that's
like
just my
AI right there.
impression of his charge attack. Perhaps there is some additional utility in it that I have not yet explored. Anyway, during his burst, his elemental skill now turns into the Mortuary Right variant, which generates, I think, 1 to 2 electro particles. But much more importantly, it now has a 3-second cooldown instead of a 7.5
I should kill you 2 every time? That's
the
insane.
duration of his burst, Cyno periodically gains this eyeball thing, which if he uses his elemental skill while the eyeball thing is there, it will enhance his elemental skill to also shoot out 3 additional Dust Stalker bolts thanks to his passive talent. Each of these bolts gain 250% elemental mastery as flat damage, which is quite a decent amount. And using a mortuary elemental skill during the eyeball enhancement thing extends the duration of Cyno's burst by 4 seconds, taking his initially 10-second burst up to a maximum of 18 seconds if you do 2 or more mortuary right enhanced eyeball elemental skills.
Nice.
As we can see, using his elemental skill when the eyeball appears is a very important part of Cyno's kit, doing a lot of his damage, generating particles for himself, and extending his burst's duration. Let's glue all this together to see how his full kit performs. Well, he was barely able to take out the Registine with his raw electro damage. However, we all know that Cyno was designed to be used with Aggravate, with Dendro and thus Quicken applied to the Registine. Now our Registine friend is far too fragile to withstand any more than a few seconds of Cyno's aggravated onslaught.
Yeah, damage spiked up exponentially. Chris, you're so expeditious. Yeah?
Can you take Annabelle outside, please?
Yeah? You hear that, Chris?
So now we've seen a bit of what Cyno can do. Let's try him out in
I
a
didn't hear
full
you
team
either.
scenario. The team I'll be showcasing with him is with a Windbloom Ode Gilded Dream Official, Favonius Noblesse Oblige Dendro Traveler, and Favonius Tenacity Zhongli. I usually avoid other 5-star characters in these Constellation Zero showcases, but I've made an exception for Cyno. If you don't have Zhongli, I'll talk about that later in this video. Let's take this team to go electrocute our favorite angry green chicken thing, the Jade Blue Terror Shroom.
I don't know what else you would call it. It's literally called the Jade Plume Terror. It's called the Jade Plume Terror Shroom.
Well, this team was handily able to single cycle the angry chicken,
chicken shroom.
Thanks to all the electro application, enraging our angry chicken acquaintance even more. I've got a couple more shiny new overworld bosses to show you guys.
She's like freaking out.
I am back.
With the first one being this open.
Hello? Chris, I'm gonna tell you something I did very devious. Ready? You ready for this statement? It's paused. I wasn't here. You should know that I wasn't here since I wasn't talking to you, but alright, and my mic was muted. I took my dog out and got some food. I did some very devious things, Chris. I microwaved my food, okay? And I let the microwave beep, and then I did the young boy laugh. But I let the microwave beep instead of opening the door before it went off. It's devious, right?
Oversized mechanical triangle. As it's shooting countless lasers at literally nothing, this gives this team plenty of time to sneak around its infallible attack hitting nothing, and thus I begin setting up.
I'm not about to stuff my face with pizza. I'm very happy.
When this geometry test of a boss drops these things on the ground, you can use Quicken to quickly destroy them. This Cyno team was able to comfortably single cycle this brand new giant robot Dorito. We have one last overworld boss showcase, which is now a sleepy giant robot chicken. MiHoYo has been loving their giant chickens lately. Anyway, our robot chicken friend is a great new punching bag, and it appears to be roughly as durable as the Primo Geo Vishap. This might just be my new favorite volunteer moving forward. The Thundering Fury allows Cyno to squeeze in some additional ease throughout his burst duration, thanks to all the aggravates that he procs. As we can see, this Cyno team is quite capable of handling large and relatively stationary enemies. But how does this team perform in the hardest of all content, Abyss 12? Like I mentioned earlier, I will talk about a Zhongli-less Hyperbloom team later, but for now, let's try him out with this Cyno team of the CEO of GEO, Zhongli. As we can see, Cyno is doing some good damage with a lot of aggravates. This synergizes well with Fischl, as Fischl's second passive, Undone by Thy Sinful Hex, is triggered when Cyno triggers Aggravate. However, due to the very long duration and field time of Cyno, Fischl's Oz isn't able to stay on field for much of his burst. That's why Dendro Traveler and Zhongli are great teammates for Cyno. Dendro Traveler's Dendro application lasts a very long time, typically enough to last through Cyno's burst. And Zhongli's shield lasts 20 seconds, which is literally one of the longest buffs in the entire game. Cyno also doesn't have any super armor, so Zhongli's shield helps a ton there. Combining all this with Thundering Fury, Cyno is able to shave off a few seconds off his rotation thanks to the
Gosh darn it! No!
cooldown reduction from the Thundering Fury.
Hey, I'm your man, Steve Harvey. And we got
Okay.
a good one for you. You can win $7,000
Get off my screen, Steve Harvey.
for life from Publishers Clearinghouse. $7,000 a week after.
12-2-1 is unfortunately particularly obnoxious.
Because I think Steve
for a
Hardy's
team without an
he's an
character,
NPC.
though, as this team clearly has no suction power. However, with some good luck, we're able to hit the Sassin Mage and her Mirror Maiden friend at the same time.
What do you think, Chris? So I think Steve Harvey's an NPC.
2,000 years later.
While certainly not as fast as a Venti team,
Chris, do
this
you have any
Cyno
close relatives that are
team was
NPCs?
able to complete 12-2-1 in a reasonable amount of time. Now let's talk about 12-3-1. This chamber is an absolute disaster for
Such as?
Cyno. His normal attacks during his burst have a lot of knockback, and so does his elemental skill. This leads to Cyno constantly pushing the Vishaps all around and outside of Traveler's burst radius. Zhongli's petrification and shield help tremendously though for this specific chamber, as any amount of time you're able to whack multiple Vishaps is a huge
I can
amount
see it
of
right
time
now.
saved.
I see the
Cyno
exact.
also
I
lacks
see exactly
super
what he
armor
looks like.
and any additional survivability during his burst, and Zhongli's shield is the perfect.
But he
remedy
wears
for
a lot
this, as
of
otherwise 12-3-1 12-1 is an incredibly dangerous chamber. Anyway,
Polo
with this
shirts?
team, Cyno was able to complete 12-1-1 in 63 seconds, 12-2-1 in 62 seconds, and 12-3-1 in 85 seconds. But wait,
Such as?
unfortunately, the current Abyssal Moon reduces defense by 35% when you activate Quicken. This is a huge buff to Cyno's performance, and
Okay.
honestly, you should add anywhere between 10 and 30% additional time to these clear times, thus making it hard to really say that Cyno completed these chambers
I didn't say that.
within the recommended 90 seconds. As I mentioned earlier, I have another team to show.
My nana used to say you're in for a rude awakening.
Boom Cyno's team. This Cyno's build is much more focused on elemental mastery with the Gilded Dream set, and he's also the main activator for Hyper Bloom. Beidou,
Hear me,
Xingqiu,
Chris?
and Dendro Traveler are his teammates, and both Beidou and Xingqiu are built with lots of damage.
You're in for a rude
and
awakening,
recharged
Chris.
with great Emblem of Severed Fates artifact. Let's see how this team performs against the Robot Chicken.
I used to sit there and wonder why would me be waking up?
This team pretty
Be
much
so mean.
did just as well as the previous Aggravate team, even against this single target Robot Chicken. As for Abyss 12, well, this team also benefits tremendously from the Abyssal Moon. With very good artifacts on Beidou and Xingqiu and all free-to-play accessible 4-star weapons, this team ended up performing roughly the same as the previous Aggravate team for Abyss 12. Although honestly, 12-3-1 was much more difficult, since without Zhongli's shield, I actually often died to all the random nonsense that's flying around all the time.
That is true.
This is
People do be angry when they wake up.
viable, free-to-play friendly team for Cyno, but it does really enjoy having 3 fully built characters in Cyno, Beidou, and Xingqiu. So hopefully you've been farming a ton of great Emblem of Severed Fates artifacts as well. I also wanted to add that all these good Cyno teams, or at least this Aggravate and Hyper Bloom team, don't even have a healer, so you've got to be extra careful about taking damage. So what do I think about Cyno so far? Honestly, he's okay. Cyno really feels like an Electro Xiao. They both put on a mask to do damage, they both have very long burst durations, they both don't have much front-loaded damage, they both have a lot of knockback in their kit, they both do an okay amount of damage, they both cannot be swapped off or else they lose their burst, and they both have energy issues. My Cyno's energy issues throughout this video were largely remedied by having Fischl and 2 Favonius weapons. Well, we're missing an off-field Dendro applicator who can solve one of the many team-building issues that Cyno has right now. If there's ever a Dendro character that applies Dendro that follows your character, or roots the enemy, which in my opinion is thematically Dendro-like, or heals, or even shields you, honestly any of these will help Cyno tremendously, and I do expect him to get better as we get more Dendro characters. Overall, Cyno is a fun and okay Aggravate DPS character, so if you're looking for an Electro Xiao-like experience, then Cyno is perfect for you. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. This is I Went to Lose, signing out.
I just got signed out on, Chris.
Experience giving us a chance to identify suspicious accounts before they enter other game modes. FTUE was designed to make Overwatch 2 as welcoming, approachable, and a fun game for everyone who chooses to play. This experience only affects accounts made on or after October 4th. Or
Chris, why do you only want to play
anyone who
Overwatch 2
played
for 2
prior-
hours?
oh, anyone who played prior will not have to play through the first-time user experience. So, again, I think this is going to shock a lot of people, and I think initially a lot of people are going to be scared, but oh my god, we don't have all the original heroes.
You play other games with me
But,
more often.
it sounds like this is pretty much like any other free game where you unlock stuff as you go. And I think it's good because, you know, as a new player, you know, you've got a lineup, and especially as they add more heroes to the
You're
game,
pretty
you've got a
weird.
lineup of like, you know, 30 plus heroes. You know, who do you pick? Who do you try out? Which ones are the hard ones? Which ones are the easy ones? And I think, for me at least,
It's looking to be one of the
biggest
best
thing
games of all time here.
is that once
You
again
only wanna
it's
play for
another
2
thing
hours.
that is going to deter cheaters and smurfs from getting easy new accounts. I think, like, on its own, it's not that much, but once you start adding another layer on, like SMS Protect, every single layer that we have that slows down cheaters and slows down Smurfs from making new accounts, and also toxic people who get banned, is a very good thing, because to enjoy Overwatch, we need to get rid of as many cheaters, Smurfs, and toxic players as possible. It's really the big thing that holds Overwatch back, so any layer that helps with that is really good, in my opinion. Also, this is something that's not going to affect, any of us who already play the game, because we will have everything unlocked anyway. So this is very specifically for completely new players. Next up is endorsements. They say that positive interactions deserve to be celebrated, so endorsements are being optimized for Overwatch 2. There will only be a single endorsement category per match rather than splitting into 3 different categories, and you will only be able to endorse players on your team. Through this change, positive players will have an easier time achieving and maintaining high endorsement levels. Our goal is that players recognize and aspire to be positive forces in our community, and we plan to award Battle Pass experience to players with high endorsement levels to show our appreciation. So I don't really care too much about endorsement levels, and I think anyone who has played this game a lot doesn't even bother endorsing anymore for the most part. I think the only way the endorsement system is going to be good is if it's done like League of Legends. So in League of Legends, when you finish a game, a specific screen pops up, and then you pick someone to endorse. As it is in Overwatch right now, and this might sound like a small thing, but like you have to press a button to bring up a screen to endorse. I think if you put it in people's faces so they have to pick one person to endorse, then the endorsement system will naturally get used more, because like people are just going to want to click the person, get to the next screen. So there's a lot of UI changes coming. Hopefully that happens, because I think that will make the endorsement system a lot better. Okay, next up is the pre-competitive match screen. As we mentioned, player levels are being removed in Overwatch 2, with experience going towards leveling up your Battle Pass. This means portrait borders that symbolize player level are going away from all game modes in Overwatch 2, and competitive skill tiers will no longer be displayed before each competitive match. Players will have customizable name cards and titles to display alongside their in-game name and player icon. There are a few reasons for this change. We found this to be a pain point for competitive, as some players were passing judgment on their teammates before the match began, causing either explicit or implicit bias to occur immediately. We want this change to help players work together by eliminating this potential bias. So once again, I think the initial reaction is this is a bit weird. We're going to play comp and we're not going to see our ranks in-game or enemy ranks in-game or our teammate ranks, and we're not going to see borders. Borders are whatever.
Oh?
Screw borders. As a Diamond border player, I know firsthand that, people definitely make assumptions. Like, if you have a Diamond border and you're in Diamonds, like, people instantly get tilted because they think, you're not good at the game. And it makes no sense, because you're at that rank, you're perfectly capable of playing at that rank. Other way around, if you get someone who's level 25, you think they're a Smurf, and you're like, oh man, we're gonna win this game because we got a Smurf. It's the same thing, but the other way around. So borders suck. I'm happy that they're gone. As for the comp skill tiers not showing, I think initially it's a bit weird, but I think it will reduce toxicity. Again, kind of same scenario as borders. If you're playing in a plat game, and then, you've got one gold player on your team, or you're playing in a Masters game and you've got one diamond player on your team, people tend to be more toxic to the lower level player, which is a bit unfair. So I think it will reduce toxicity. And again, I think anything that is going to reduce toxicity is definitely good for the game. Then we've got the ping system. They say the ping system is a new feature in Overwatch 2 that gives players the ability to communicate with their team without having to use a voice chat. This system enhances voice communication while also providing alternate ways to share information.
Pinging in Overwatch is very useful.
That some players do not wish to participate in voice chat at all, and our hope is that this system is valuable to those players. I mean, at this point, I think, we all agree that the ping system is a very good system, and most of us are very happy that it's in the game, for people who don't want to be in voice comms, and also people who just want to relay information in a more efficient manner. Next up is general chat. I find this one kind of funny. I can't believe general chat is still in the game. but they say that the general chat in the game menus is being removed from the game because we found it to be an area where frequent disruptive behavior occurred. General chat doesn't serve a productive purpose, absolutely, and it could be removed without compromising the core mechanics of the game. Other chats will remain in-game for players to use. I've played this game for 7 years. I've never seen anything in general chat other than people spamming their stream to advertise it, or people just randomly saying the worst possible slurs to get attention. There is absolutely no reason for the general chat, and I can't believe it took 7 years for them to get rid of it. Either way, that's all of the interesting stuff in the blog. There is a little bit more in there if you want to go check it out. I like to just touch on
The most racist shit I've ever seen in my life.
Overall, I think very positive news for, keeping Smurfs, cheaters, and toxic players at bay. Yeah, very happy with it. Super excited for Overwatch 2, guys.
His name is Daniel. Cam. Guess my Vanguard's done. I know. I was letting you know, gang. Gee. Alright, I'm gonna finish this. And then finish this stream up and go on Vanguard. I'll let you know my thoughts, Chris, when I play a game of Vanguard without you. Let you know if I regret my decision or not. I'm afraid I'm gonna go in here and slide and want to get off the game immediately. Do you not hear me? You're not reacting to anything I say until after you hear it again on the stream. Okay. That was that. What did you say? Carell? Steve Carell? Oh. Aaron Rodgers? Damn. That guy is very swaggy. Yeah, I'm hopping off here because I just want to get that checkpoint and they're not letting me. Peace out, stream.